In today's video, I'm going to be showing you several Amazon FBA winning profitable product examples. We're going to be breaking down all the numbers using SellerAmp. So if you're new here, welcome. Make sure to subscribe. If you want to see more SellerAmp content, get a free trial at selleramp.com. Let's get right into the video. All right, guys, so we're here inside my screen, and this first lead we're taking a look at, just immediately coming to this listing, I can see over on SellerAmp that the BSR is 40,000, so this sells pretty consistently. What I can also see is that there's only 9 sellers on this listing, so at about 116 sales a month, I'm going to assume the black one's selling the majority of that. We could probably sell at least 10 units a month. What I want to do here is actually scroll down to the competition as well, and we can see that there's about 6 competitive sellers right here that are close. Don't worry about a seller having big stock count in FBM. We can clearly, looking at the Keepa chart, see that the price is nice and stable right here at right around like 1780, 1750 right there. And the buy box is also an FBM seller right here. So that is definitely a red, green flag. So we can see that the velocity is good and the price stability is good. Now we just have to make sure the profitability looks good as well. We can head over to Tractor Supply and actually see that they're over here for about $6 right here. And it's also looking like Tractor Supply Co. has some type of rewards program as well. Now, I'm not necessarily going to count that in the buy cost, but I'm definitely going to, take advantage of it, checking out through an account. You guys always want to be doing that with online arbitrage. Right here, what we can actually do is go ahead and plug that in. So we can pay $5.99 right here and see that we're going to make about $4.70 profit per sale after buy costs, shipping to Amazon I factored in on my SellerAmp calculator, as well as our product costs. When you guys get a SellerAmp account, you do want to make sure your sales tax is factored in as well. So for a lot of you guys, this would probably end up being an extra like 5 to 7, 8, 9%. Basically right there, so ROI is right around 70%, even including that on there. So like I said, we can see velocity checks out, profitability checks out, right? As long as it's above 30 to 40% ROI, it's good right there. It's also going to be further discount. There's going to be something going on right there. So that's, completely a winning product. Not bad at all. And we can see the purple one is at 1750, which is also being carried on this website right here. And so we can see there's other people happily selling it. We can see competition has gone down. It's up a little bit right there, but the price is nice and stable. So we can see that hasn't been an issue. Buy box is an FBM seller, so we know we can hop in and be able to take advantage of that as an FBA seller as well. Although if you did want FBMs, we can see there are some people FBMing it, and we can see that this item actually only weighs 1 ounce, so it's going to ship incredibly cheap FBM, which if we scroll down on SellerAmp, we can actually see, this will ship for like $4 right there. We would actually be able to make an extra 10% ROI if we were to go ahead and FBM this rather than FBA it. So guys, this absolutely checks out as a winning item. We can take a look at the purple ones as well, which are going to have a different Keepa chart right here. Let me go ahead and get that refreshed. We can pay $5.99 right there. So we can see similar numbers, and then we just want to go ahead and take a look at the Keepa chart and see the Keepa chart's stable as well, right? So this is absolutely a winning item. Looking like we got a couple of these to buy right here. We could also go ahead and take a look if some of these other colors are cheaper as well. We can see FBM at 16, FBA at 16.73 right there. So let's plug that in. 16.73, so that Amazon Prime right there, $5.99. Absolutely. So winning products all around. Initially, when I was looking at this, I thought it might be private label. However, scrolling down and looking at the competition, we can see there's a bunch of other sellers happily selling it. So my friends, this checks out as a winning product right here. Okay, number 2 is over on Snipes for $60. It's actually kind of interesting when you log in, it makes it $50 actually. So we got a $50 buy cost on these guys right here. We can see over on Amazon, they're actually selling for about $110 right here, which we're going to go ahead and plug in $50 right there. We can see this would give us about $35 profit and a 70% ROI pre-sales tax. I do have shipping to Amazon included right there. At a BSR of 70,000, it's a little bit of a high BSR right there, although still fine. Anything below 100,000 selling consistently, especially when we're looking at a black and white color like this. We can see in terms of competition, so there's 1 FBA seller and there's 5 FBM sellers. And then what I want to do as well is scroll down and take a look at the Keepa chart right here. So we can see this listing is actually brand new. If we zoom in right here, it's only been around since May 12th right here. So we don't have a ton of data to back that up. However, logically thinking, it makes sense that on a listing with a couple other colors, that the black and white ones would eventually be some of the best selling on that specific listing. right? So I'm going to go ahead and you know, assume that this is going to sell consistently once it's been in stock for a while now. 110 might be a little high, but the nice thing is when your ROI is this high, you know, it can go down to 100 and still be good, right? It can go down to 95 and still be good. Right there. And then the beautiful thing about a shoe listing, right, is guys, we can see that there's a ton of different sizes right here. So we can check out a lot of these different ones, right? And at that $50 buy cost, right, this SKU's good too. With an FBM buy box of 106 right there, checks out nicely at 50. Right now, this is kind of an interesting listing because we can see there's black and white right here, but there's also black and white right there, right, with some other sizes available. So we can take a look at those as well. See 94 in the buy box at a $50 buy cost right there. We're still going to make 40% pre-sales tax, and we got a couple wins right there. But definitely those higher price sizes are looking good right there. And the beautiful thing about shoes is, like, if one size is good, a good chance a bunch of them are going to be good. So it's definitely a winning opportunity. Snipes is a site I've bought from a lot over the years, and everything says absolutely winning product right here. And then it's a great opportunity. If you're watching this, go check out these listings and storefront stock from them. If you're unsure how storefront stocking works, basically it's a way to find additional profitable winning products. So what you can do is you can scroll down right here to the offers tab, and then you can find people that have a good amount of reviews, ideally like 50 plus, and take a look at what else they're selling. We'd have to maybe hop to a different size right here and see what else they're selling, so on and so forth. And then I'll show you guys what opening up a catalog looks like as well right here. So we could actually go ahead and storefront stock right here. Let's see. Boom, right? So now we can hop inside the seller's catalog and see all the different brands they carry, right? Nike, New Balance, Puma. We can see all the categories they carry, and then we can scroll through here and qualify items based on their BSR, their competition. We can see the Cupid chart over on the right as well right there. So not a bad item at all. Couple of good sizes looking good, which is awesome right there too, right here. Okay, now kind of a controversial opinion on something like this. So we can see Nike.com, obviously super big website. The problem with Nike.com is, as you guys can see right here, they have the member exclusive 20% sale going on right now. And that's the thing, is when you see this, everyone who comes to the checkout page for this is going to see this coupon. It's so easy to find. So that's going to lead to a ton of additional competition on some stuff like this. And over time, you guys are going to build the muscle of seeing and kind of assessing how good an opportunity is. And something like this, where the discount code's so good, it's going to lead to a ton of additional competition. Now, there are ways to counter this, right? And one of the big ones is FBA, which is a beautiful, beautiful thing. So if we look at the numbers here now, this doesn't have a buy box right here, but the lowest price is 118, and we're going to pay about 64 plus tax right there. So you can see we're going to make, with sales tax, right around a 40% ROI right there. The problem is just that there's going to be a lot of additional competition coming onto something like this because it's so easy to find right here on Nike.com, that I want to just kind of help you guys formulate just that's like finding an item like this is so much easier than finding something that requires a specific coupon. That's not just a really easy to find sale that's on the product page right here. So I'm not a big fan of buying stuff from Nike.com, and want to kind of help you guys visualize why, basically, because it's super important. Right there. So we can see nice and profitable on paper, kind of thing I would probably avoid unless you were going to just go ahead and first in, first out FBM that. Like we can see that right here. Yeah, there's only 2 stars around 118. You could definitely hop in there. FBM weighs about 2 pounds and ship for like $10 right there. You can plug that in. And we can see that we're making about 42% FBM. The problem is just that, like I said, it's really, really easy to find. So I'm not a huge fan of buying stuff like this FBA, just because there's going to be a ton of competition on that. You want to be finding stuff that's a little bit harder to find right there. And it's important to understand that some stuff can be misleading. And so this one probably wouldn't be the kind of thing I would go after if I was just going to do my normal OA to prep model, basically. But if I were going to FBM, I think it would be a good opportunity because you'd potentially hop in, be the lowest price pretty quick. In terms of just the CL buying option, you don't necessarily always want to be the lowest price when there's no buy box. You kind of have to get sales basically right there. So hope you guys enjoyed this breakdown video. Let me know if you got any questions in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching the SellerAmp video.